There it is. I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. Well, we've got some signings and we've got some people incoming, which is unbelievable to say the least. What can I say? What can I really say? Onana is a proper talented footballer, and I am so happy that this fee has been agreed and West Ham United are going for this man. Honestly, I really cannot stress enough how much he's going to make a difference to us on and off the pitch. This geezer's a top player. He's class. He's class, and I do believe that he will take us to another level. I really do. I can't stress it enough. And he's one of my sort of yes signings. But we will see what happens. I've just got to get to this comment from Guerrero. Some ITK guy on KMU was reported Skamaka deal is saying that Onana's deal is off as Moyes only sees him as a backup and Sully therefore refuses to spend more than 30 million. Joke of a club if true. Well, I'm going to go with that he's signing because William Hill have reported it and they're a bookmaker and they're in the know. A lot of other journalists have said it also. But I'm going to get some stats up on the man and see what you think. Right now, this is the first stat I've got for Onana. And for me, this is him. Onana, August the 16th, so his birthday's coming up in the next sort of 13 days. He's 20 years old and he's from Belgium. That's like, I didn't think he was from Belgium. I thought he was from Senegal, but he was born in Senegal, but he represents Belgium. So it'd be interesting to see if he ever breaks into the Belgium national team. If he already has, I'm not too sure if he has at present. But this is the other stats that I looked at. 32 games, 11 starts, 2 yellow cards, 1 red card. For me, the 11 starts is a concern. I'm not going to lie. It is a major concern. But it feels like to me that he was made as like just a sub last year and then broke into the team towards the back end of the season. The games that I saw him playing, I see him playing probably 2 or 3 games. He looked really, really good, mate. I'm not going to lie. He looked like he's a powerhouse midfielder, good on the ball, energy. He's the sort of player that will get the ball and then just get us up the pitch. He's a bit like Declan. When Declan's in trouble and Declan goes on them runs, we're very good. Do you know what I mean? We are extremely good. And them stats, like 2 yellow cards, so he's not really one for getting booked ever. The red card, that could be for anything. That could have been for a last-ditch tackle, right, for all we know. So who knows there? Do you know what I mean? But I do like them stats. I do like this player. I really do. And do you know what? Whether it's true that he's coming, whether it's not true, the fee was reportedly agreed today. If Moyes is saying no to this man, yeah, then Moyes is wrong. I'm sorry. Well, I know people love Moyes, but Moyes is wrong on this one. This geezer is a top quality player that West Ham have persistently gone after. And I can't remember a West Ham team going after a player and continually bidding for this man 4 times. Well, I just don't remember it. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've finally got their man with a plan, basically. Let's have a look. Information. Hello, James. Hello, Rebecca. Thank you very much. I'll sort that out. I hope he comes. West Ham will only get 1 chance to sign such players. I agree, mate. I really do. Onana and Kone to be done this week could be serious business. I agree. Afternoon all. Gunnar Murray. I know you are. Hello, James. Bowen coming to Arsenal. No, he's not, mate. No, he's not. He's definitely not coming to Arsenal. I'll tell you that now, 100%. He made full Belgium debut on the 22nd of June this year. Well, there you go, Lee. So he's 20 years old. He's broken into the Belgium national team already. I like this kid. I really do. I can't stress it enough. I do think if we get top 6, he's the man who will push us there. I ain't got a clue about this geezer, though. I've been after him for a while. Is he any good? I think he's very good, mate. If you want me to be honest, he's Declan Rice's replacement. If you want me to be truthfully honest, and I'll say it right now, I think what West Ham are doing and what they're starting to do, which makes a change, is they've started to organise their transfers now for the future. I think they know Declan's going to go next year, so they're getting Onana in now, bed him in for a season, and then next season he will take the role. I'll be very shocked if Declan's here next summer. Very shocked, especially after the World Cup and everything. So I think Onana will come in and he will take Declan Rice's place. I'd love to see them play together this year. I think they will do. I think they will play together this year. And if they do, we're going to do some damage, gents. Honestly, we really are, and ladies. Can't stress it enough. I wonder if Newman sees a comparison with Yaya Toure, who he signed at Manchester City. Great comparison. I compare him to him, but he just don't score as many goals. That's one thing I will say. He does not score many goals on Onana, but he's a powerhouse midfielder. He's like a Vieira type player, mate. Gets the ball, breaks up play brilliantly, energy galore. He's a top player. Top player. What we got here? He's a big one as well. We will be frightening. I think he'd be great in for set pieces, mate. I really do. I think like the problem is what you've got Thomas Souček, where everyone sort of says this is his sort of final hurrah sort of thing. Like last season he was poor. Season before that he was great. But I think when he was great 2 seasons ago, I think it sort of covered over it a little bit because the goals covered over the performances. Like if he was to score a goal, everyone would go, "Wow, he was amazing." Yeah, but really, was he amazing, or did he just score 1 goal? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I see people saying about them playing as a free. It would never work. It would never work. Souček, Rice, and him because they're too like it just would not work. Like Souček can't pass. And one thing with Onana, he can pass a ball. And he can pass it firmly and on the target. Do you know what I'm saying? And he can also sort of break forward with them runs, like Declan can. And Souček doesn't really do that. I think Mitchell put it up, asked for a stat the other day. He said, Thomas Souček has not played 1 forward pass since he's been at West Ham. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But if that is the case, then that's not very good. It really ain't. I've already seen people doing the songs, mate, for him. So that's a good thing also. Yes, I thought it was. Fuse, you ain't already get on Twitter Spaces. Fever's doing every day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut back on that, mate. Cause I've got trolls on my case now. So yeah. Oh no, I ain't gonna call them trolls. They're just lads trying to wind me up. They're not trolls. So yeah. Onana is a powerhouse. Your suit our system so well. His height for aerial duels such an advantage. I agree, mate. I agree. Listen, anyone who follows me on Twitter, yeah, I've said if West Ham get in the top 6. I am so firmly believe that. I really, really do. I think this is how I think it's going to go. I feel that Souček is going to play with Rice. There's going to come a time when Onana's going to have to come in. When Onana comes in and all the fan base see how good Onana is, they will be calling for Onana to start regularly. Yeah. And once he does, then I think he's going to tear up the Prem. I really, really do. Like, as I said in the video at the beginning of this stream, yeah, there's a reason why West Ham have gone in for this man for so many times. Do you know what I mean? West Ham don't go in and keep bidding for players. They really don't. Not 4 bids. Sometimes they would let it go and say, you know what, it ain't worth it. There's a reason. And I do think, it's another Rob Newman signing for me. It really, really is. So let's get through. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please do if you want to. That will do. Scott's doing his job. That's good. Maybe a couple of loans here and there. Yeah, listen, we need some players. That's one thing I will say. I done a little sort of comparison on Twitter the other day, and we're still light. Like, we've signed players, don't get me wrong. We've upgraded, don't get me wrong. But we need some depth now. Like, and I think we need 4 players. I think we need a left back is a definite. I'm not going to keep going on about that. Definitely think we need a centre half, another player. All right. I looked at O'Connor the other day. I watched him in a pre-season friendly. Poor. He's not at it at the minute. And to rely on him to come back in the Premier League, I think we're going to be weak. Left-sided winger, if Cornet comes in, I believe he could be the left-sided winger. I really do. I actually don't think he's coming in to be a left-back or a left-wing back. He's coming in to be a left-sided winger and take Ben Rama's place, which, listen, I liked Cornet. I thought he was excellent at Burnley last year. If I had to toss a coin and say which one would I have, Cornet or Ben Rama, I would probably go for Cornet because he's more of a goal threat than Benny. I like Benny, but he isn't as much of a threat around the box than Cornet is. So it remains to be seen on that. I'm leaving in the hands of the Super Chef break is over, unfortunately, yeah. Cornet is done according to Burnley sources, but this is West Ham. I agree, mate. Nothing is certain with West Ham United. I think we all know that by now. The Souček stat that he didn't create any chances last year. Yeah, the only thing with that one, Anthony, yeah, is Mitchell told me about that one. Yeah. Now I don't necessarily feel that's a really accurate stat because let's be real, when Souček gets the ball, he's getting the ball wide. And then as soon as he gets the ball wide, he's making his way into the box. Like every time a ball's coming in, Souček's either in the 18-yard box or just outside the 18-yard box, waiting for something to happen. So I think it's very hard for him to create a chance when he's really getting on the end of the chances. So that one I can sort of let slide a little bit. I really can. If we got an eye, we call the Giants instead of the Hammers, mate. I have fear for teams next year with the amount of hype they've got in their team. Zuma, Rice, Souček, Onana, even Skamaka, even Antonio to a point, a lump. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I know that. Abona is done. I wouldn't say he's done, Epic. I really wouldn't. Yeah, I would say he's working his way back from injury. I think in conference games he's perfect. Yeah, but I watched him the other day against the National League side, and he was getting roasted by their National League centre forwards. I mean, and he even conceded an own goal in that and all. So it wasn't good. It wasn't good from him. I'm going to be real on that. The fact that we've had bids for 3 or 4 bids, what was that? 3 or 4 times for Onana suggests everyone at the club is in agreement, though. The whole Danjuma thing still lurks in the background. I think the Danjuma thing was because Moyes wanted Lingard. I really do mean that. Like, I think the Lingard thing's carried on for so long. And I actually do think the Lingard situation, how it's ended, has really benefited us massively. I don't think we would be going after a younger Cornet or these sort of type of players. I think maybe Moyes has woken up to the idea and said, right, the Lingard thing I let go on for far too long. I should have been more firmer with him. He's a player and he didn't want to know. And I do feel now that we're going in a different direction. I don't think it's over for the transfers. I do believe there's another 4 players coming in. Now, if we get 4 players in, is there enough depth? Maybe, right? Obviously, Aguerd will get back before too long. And obviously, once the season kicks into gear, we're going to have 7 games in the first month, which is going to be heavy duty. And not just 7 games in the first month. It's going to be 7 games and the weather. Now, the heat will play a major part in it, especially in August. August is one of the hottest times of the year in the UK. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there in regards to the weather. I'm watching this Friday. Can see the understanding in the distance. We're at a very important time for the club and need to show other clubs we mean business. I totally agree, Peter. Yeah, this signing is a statement of intent from West Ham United. That is to say, right, we're going to try and cement at least top 7 this year. I believe West Ham get top 6 this year. I've said it from the get-go. I said if we sign Onana, which, let's be honest, it's looking very, very likely. Right, I know this is West Ham, but it's looking likely. If we sign Onana, I think we can break into that top 6. I see people saying about Manchester United, Arsenal and all that. Arsenal, maybe. Yeah, Arsenal have got their striker sorted out now. If he starts scoring goals, then he'll keep him up there. Manchester United is the one for me, though. I think there's a major disarray at that club at the minute. And to go from major disarray to try and perform at a level with a new manager in a new league against teams that are all different week in, week out, I think Man United could slip. So I do feel if we're on our game this season, definitely we can get top 6, if not higher, in my honest opinion. Looks like Souček's days are numbered then. I don't know. I think if a bid comes in for Souček this summer, towards the back end of the window, if it's a decent bid, I think he'll go. I don't know why. I don't like to say it, but I feel there's a player that's going to leave who's been in the first team, like a major player. Now that's Ben Rama. or that's Souček. I don't know. I've just got a feeling West Ham can't continuously spend money and then not get anything back. Fair enough, Arthur's gone. Diop's going to go, but he's going to go for what, 15 to 20 million. So it ain't going to be a lot of money. West Ham have spent these 70 million. And if you get Onana in and all, and you look at Cornet and you're going after other players, you're going to spend massive money. It's going to come up to about 140 million. West Ham's going to have to put some money back into the pot. So, yeah, need a big squad. So keep Benny and Souček. I do agree on that. If you want to progress, 5 subs this year, you've got to keep them. There's no two ways about it. That man, thank you, Guerrero. I like that defender. I'm not going to lie. £7 million from Fenerbahce, Hungarian international, was linked with us before. Was also linked with us along with Chelsea a few years ago for like 40 or 50 million. He's a very, very, very solid defender. He's made for the Premier League. And if we could get him in, then trust me, it's one of the best windows West Ham's ever had. At the minute, this window, if we get Onana in, I'm pushing it up to an 8.5 out of 10 straight away. I'm going, right, it's an 8.5 out of 10. I said it was a 7. I think Onana's a big signing. I really do. If we get Cornet in, then I'll probably say it's still an 8.5 out of 10 because I think Cornet is a good player. But it's what we need. So I do feel that if we can get this centre half in, it's going to 9, mate. 9.5 out of 10. Well, I think the only thing that he's missing is the left side, like a left back. But if we're playing a different system this year, which by the sounds of it we are, then ain't going to need it. Lingard signing for Forest was a huge relief. It might have just done us the biggest favour for all of us. I think at the time, when you look back 2 weeks ago when it happened, I think everyone would have been angry. I was one of them. Lucas was one of them. I've had other people on this channel. Mitchell, same thing. But I think it might have been a blessing in disguise. The amount of people that I've spoke to on the spaces and on Twitter and on here, basically, everyone's saying it might be one of the biggest blessings in disguise that we've ever had at West Ham. Because I think if he comes in, it's all about Jesse Lingard. It ain't about the team. So let him have him. Let him have him. What else we got? At least we get to buy to the third round of the League Cup due to the conference. Yeah, that's good news. Need to get these deals done before everyone else goes into panic mode. Like the last 2 weeks of the window. Yeah, I do feel that West Ham are signing their players now. One thing I will say is, but I think they will loan some players towards the back end of the window. It would not surprise me West Ham going with a couple of loans for players. But I can see them loaning a left back from somewhere. Because if Cresswell goes down, then you're relying on Ben Johnson, who a lot of the fan base are hit and miss with. They really are. So, wind it up. Souček is definitely staying this season. We don't have enough players as it is. Possibly. I think Man United will be better this season. Rashford will be good again. Also, Martial and Sancho will have good seasons, in my opinion. They need to fuck Ronaldo off, though. I think yeah, I know what you're saying, George, right? But I'm not convinced on United. That's why I believe that top 6 spot. Even Chelsea, to a point, I'm not really convinced yet. But I do feel Chelsea will come good. I think Man United are a bit, I don't know. Surprised we haven't gone in for Carr at 8 million. Yeah, again, like with another one that we got away with. But I said this the other day when we done Have Your Say. We got Aguerd. Now, Aguerd is a really, really good player. And once he gets going at West Ham, you're going to see a different side to West Ham. And this is one of the best West Ham sides I've seen for a hell of a long time. Don't get me wrong. Last few years, we've been great. But the squad itself has been about 14, 15 players. There's no two ways about it. So if we can go and get some squad depth around us, right, then, yeah, we're good. He's basically like a Diop. I'm not convinced on that, mate. I really ain't. When I see him play against England, he handled Harry Kane pretty well, if I'm being truthfully honest. And he's a beast, the geezer. I'm not saying he's going to be absolutely first class in the Prem, don't get me wrong. But I do feel that if we was to sign that man, it's not a bad signing for how much he's going to cost. Let's get down to the bottom here. Let's have a look. No top six without a left back. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Phil. I know. I've been having arguments with people. I've been having rows with people. People saying that we don't need a left back, and yeah, I know what you're saying. I agree, but I'm going to be confident and say we can, especially with the firepower that we're getting in the team at the minute. 3 months or so without Aguerd. I think Aguerd will be back before 3 months, mate. I said 8 weeks. I even said it on this channel about a week ago. Was it a week ago? I think it was a week ago. I turned around and said he'd be out between 4 weeks to 12 weeks. I think he comes back after 8 weeks. I think the speed of recovery, I think he'd be itching to get back and all. So he'd be on that training pitch. As soon as he can be able to sort of move his leg about or his ankle about, I think he'll be back before you know it, mate. We need to get him back really for October. I know that. Because October, September fixtures will start adding up, especially with the conference and all. Right, let's get down to the bottom. We will see almost a new team this year. The old team did really well from battling relegation battlers to Europa League semi-finalists. I'll be honest with you, that's why I'm excited. That is why I'm sort of looking at it now and going, yeah, like we're a different level now. It's a different level, and that's what I say to people. Yeah, what I turn around and say is that West Ham have gone up another level now. Do you know what I'm saying? We're at a level where we should be like this every year, and I do think Moyes and the boys are getting the personnel in. Like, there's one man to thank for all of this, and it's Rob Newman. I think Rob Newman's attracting these players. He's identifying these players early and getting these players in. Aguerd, Scamacca, Onana. These ain't Moyes signings. These are Rob Newman's targets. And if we was to go and get Angelino in, and as a left wing back, I wouldn't be gutted, but he has worked with Newman before, and Newman did scout him at City. So it will remain to be seen. Heard it was 4 to 6 months minimum on the Aguerd injury. Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. He said there's no way that for 6 months. For a fact. I hope Ariota starts. Moyes would be bonkers to start Fad. Yeah, that will be on another show. Let's see what else you've got here before I go. Thank God Phil Jones is being linked with DC United and not us. Yes, that's very, very true. Don't want him anywhere near it. Onana, corner, left back, and a pacey striker will make it 10 out of 10 window. Yeah, and to sort of end it on that one, at the minute for me, we get Onana, it's an 8.5 out of 10. Right, it's starting to go up there. We sign them players. Yeah, if we get a left back, corner, and a backup striker of some sort, yeah, even if it is Diaz, I'll be like, I'm not convinced, but I'll give the boy a go. Do you know what I mean? I'll give him a go and see what happens. But I'm not convinced on him. Like, I spoke to Blackburn fans and they've said, you know what, he's massively overhyped. But it is what it is if he comes in. If we sign them 4 players, it's probably the best window in West Ham's Premier League era history. You know what I'm saying? It will be unreal. It will be unreal, and it'll take us to a level that I don't think I've ever seen West Ham do. You know what I mean? I've seen us have good teams with good players. Don't get me wrong. Back in the late 90s and early 90s, we had a good side. We had some really, really good players. But I think we're building something here now where I do feel in a couple of years we could push for top 4. There's no reason why West Ham can't push for top 4. Like, the big 6, yeah, they're the big 6 for a reason. But the big 6 have their own little problems. Do you know what I'm saying? Manchester City and Liverpool are miles ahead of the rest of the pack. Tottenham, everyone says, oh yeah, they're going to finish 3rd this year, but it's Tottenham. They do this sort of stuff. You expect them to go and do it, and they don't. Nothing against Tottenham. I don't like Tottenham, but it's just fact. Chelsea, on the other hand, are a good side, yeah, and they will spend the money. They're sorting out their defence, and I think the attack will follow it. You know, I mean, there's no way that Chelsea are going to go into the new season the way they are. There's not a chance, right? I think they will do it for the first couple of games, and they will go out and buy a new centre forward from somewhere. It's going to happen. When I look at Arsenal, now me and West Ham Online have many debates on this, many debates, yeah. And for me, Arsenal are, I'm not convinced. I really am not convinced at all that Arsenal are going to be this powerhouse team. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Jesus, they're going to heavily rely on his goals. If you take his goals away, then Arsenal are just not the same team as they was last year, really. think they're a good side, Arsenal. I think they'll finish fifth. But if it goes wrong, then all the fan base on Arsenal will turn to Arteta and go, right, he's got to go. And that's where they will start sliding. And as I've already said about Manchester United for me, with the Ronaldo situation, new players trying to bed in, I'm not convinced. That's why I do believe West Ham can get in that top six, because if the harmony is good at West Ham, which it is, then there's no reason why we can't get top six. It's just if we're playing well and everyone's buzzing, everyone's happy at the club, then we're all going to be pushing in the one direction, and that direction is up at the end of the day. So yeah, flashes to start, Joe. Maybe. I mean, what formation would you play if we get Onana and Cornet? Possibly another fast left winger. Do you know what? I honestly don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Onana playing a 3-4-3. I don't think I have. I think Lille played like a 4-2-3-1 last year. I might be wrong, but whatever system he picks, I'm just not convinced on the three at the back. I'm just not. I've seen us play that so many times, and even people who are in the chat right now watching, we've all seen West Ham play three at the back, and we've played good games, but how many times have we played bad games against teams? And there's a reason why we can't beat Brighton and Hove Albion, because they play this system religiously, and we just cannot beat them even when we match up against them. So, yeah. We will finish above United. I totally agree. Right, let's go down to here. We will miss Noble around the squad. You can't replace his passion. I agree. It's a big season on that. It is a big season. No Noble now. How's it going to go? I think we might progress into another level without Noble. Don't get me wrong. We're going to miss him, but I don't think it'll be too long before he's back at the club. I will say that. I think he won't want to stay away for too long, and I think West Ham will need him around the club if we're going to go to that level, because that is respect factor and morals, and the way he conducts himself is out. He wants all the West Ham players to do it. So I think Noble is a massive miss now. So if we can get him back in there at some capacity this season, then by all means go and get him in there, pay him whatever he wants, and listen, give him his own desk and his name on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure for everyone. What can I say to round it off? West Ham are signing players, good players that Rob Newman is targeting and Moyes is saying yes to. Rob Newman needs to take a huge amount of credit on this. He really, really does. Like he's signing some players that I'm getting excited about this season. I think something could happen this year. I do believe if we don't finish sixth, we've got to win the conference. Right, with this team that we're developing, like this is a conference winning side. Would I want a win in the conference? Absolutely, but I do think you are judged really over a 38 game season in the Prem, and in the Prem, for me, is the bread and butter. That's where you want to sort of make a claim. And we're going places this year. I know there's a start of a statement signings at West Ham, and listen, it's been agreed. If it goes through and it's a done deal, I'll do another video on it. But for me, I'm believing this is a done deal, because I think West Ham have just been hounding Lille into letting him go. So this man comes. I believe top six is on the cards for me, 100%. Anyway, enjoy your Wednesday. Please like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. For me and everyone who's a part of this channel. Finally, look after yourselves out there. Do you know what I mean? Weeks have gone by without Peach, and honestly, I missed the geezer quite a lot over the last few days. He was a breath of fresh air. So look after yourselves, because life's too short at the end of the day. Anyway, from me to you, bye.
There it is. I've never found a love like this.